Hi, my name is Jordan Callan, and today I want to go over this Aardvark DeckOver design with you. I wanted to start off that video as I was unloading here. We've been out here at the Gator Proving Grounds today doing a little bit of piddling on the farm. The Aardvark DeckOver is probably one of the most versatile trailers money can buy right now. It's very well equipped. It has a lot of safety features, and I want to go over all that with you today. The first big safety feature on this trailer is something that you'll probably be familiar with, is our wide ramp design. We've done this for several years. This is the same ramp that we do on our dual tandem trailers. It's a 4-beam design. So as you can see right here, there's multiple beams coming down it. A lot of them just have a single center. So that wider one, if you're doing really heavy equipment, this isn't near heavy enough to put a strain on any of this. But that puts the weight right where it needs to be. It connects that to the ground. I wanted to show that coming backwards. Anyone who's loaded on a narrow ramp, going up the trailer really isn't that big of an issue. You're definitely safer with a wide ramp. It's when you come off. It's the safety and the confidence you have coming backwards off this trailer. As long as I know I'm anywhere close to those I-beams, as many times I use this, I just come straight back and I have nothing to worry about. I know I've got plenty of ramp to catch, even if I get a little off. I really enjoy coming off these wide ramps. Before I take my glove off here, let me show the spring assist. As you can see how easy that is right there. Now, a lot of your wide ramps by our competitors that have copied our design spring that trailer coming up off the ground, but they don't spring the ramp going down. So as you can see right there, that spring is holding itself. Let me see if I can do this with one finger. I got to get it started, forcing it down. Come on, go down and see, look. And it ain't like this is some new show trailer. This is something we use. So you can see how safe that is. When you're using that ramp, if that slips out of your hand, as gentle as that is, that's not going to hurt a foot. It's very easy to slam a ramp down on your foot. It's easy to catch a finger and something right here. That comes down easy and safe. We do a lot of gusset work. If you want to just come in here real close and pay attention to some of the detail we do with the different, there's 3 gussets right here. Even in the rubber rail we gusset, just trying to connect all this correctly. When I was talking earlier about how versatile this trailer is, this trailer competes a lot of times with what we see and people call the drive-over fender trailer. I think that's something that appeals to people in their mind, but it don't really work in practice. The most important part of this trailer is this 8 to 10 feet right here. We went today and picked up an arrowhead chute. We wanted to put most of the weight right here. We wanted to load in from the side. So whenever we come in, we had no fenders in the way. The three things that really kill you with that drive-over fender is you can't load from the side safely. If you're using a forklift or something, you can't get in here. So the most important 10 foot of your trailer, if you're loading something from the side, well, you can't use it. The load securement, they might weld in a D-ring or 2 along that, but that's not as strong as a rubber rail and stake pocket on the outside of this welded into the tubing. So you have less versatility in this important area, you have less load securement, and you can't haul the wider objects. This tractor right here will fit in just about anything. But like our skid steer, for example, it barely fits inside the fenders. Our Mini X will not, and a couple things we got. So we want that weight right here over the axles. So if you have drive-over fenders, you can't park on top of those axles. So you got to take the 10 best feet of the trailer and get rid of it. And you got to drive that equipment all the way to the front and cram the rear end of your truck, even if you got something big like we do. That's not going to pull correctly. It's going to swag all over the road and not be near as safe. So you're overloading that rear drive axle, causing issues. And then you're also taking your trailer brakes and making them much less effective. This has an 8K axle with a really heavy drum on it. If you got all that weight up here, you're not really getting that weight on the axles to where it's going to pull correctly and stop correctly. So the full DeckOver design is a little bit higher than those drive-over fenders, but the positives outweigh the negatives 100 to 1. There might be one scenario with some kind of buggy or something that drive-over fender's gonna be like, oh yeah, that's great. It's long enough to straddle 10 feet and all these different things, a big truck or something. But you're having one good scenario to 100 bads. So we believe this is the most versatile way to build a trailer, and this is what we had to be the most proven. The other thing that really stands this trailer out is this Aardvark design. It's starting to get a little dark out here tonight. As you can see, we have these loading lights on both the uprights. They're really nice. If you can shine back there towards the tractor for me, you can see they're even shining back there, and it's not even dark yet. But these also work as turn signals and brake lights, so they automatically integrates with your truck. It really lights up this area beside the road really nicely and really helps people see you. So anytime you can have extra visibility, you're going to be a lot safer. You have dual jacks on this trailer. The dual loading jacks provide you with a lot more stable if you ever was to have to load something on here uncoupled from the truck. You don't sink down the mud and you don't have the issues with creeling and tearing stuff up. Then as you move around to the front, as far as safety and getting you home, a spare tire is always important. But on a lot of these 4-tire DeckOver equipment and pintle trailers and things, people have to make the concessions because they want a toolbox that they have to eliminate their spare tire. With the Aardvark design, you get the spare tire and the toolbox all in one. So you have this right here on this 8K. We do a standard 17.5-inch rim on a 16-ply tire. That's a super heavy tire that's going to be really difficult to mount anywhere else on the trailer except in that nose. But you also get to have your toolbox as well. So you have the toolbox and the spare tire all out of the way right where you need them. Then you have this really sharp tongue design, which really looks good and gives you a really superior pull. If you have any other questions about this Aardvark DeckOver, this is a 20+5 example. We do 25+5s and 30+5s. We do 7 and 8K axles. We do a 10,000-pound axle, 12,000-pound. Those are dual tandems. But if you would, just reach out to us at www.gatormade.com and get a hold of one of our salesmen, and they'll go over whatever length and GVW will work correctly for what equipment you're using. Thank you for taking the time to watch my video.